Hello Deadheads, and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome for the first time, new Deadheads. Today, we're taking a look at a product that is a little surprising. This is the 16-bit Pocket. This little guy retails for about $20 on AliExpress, and it's kind of surprised me, okay? So we're going to take a look at this item that can pretty much play up to 16-bit games. So it's going to play anything from Super Famicom downward, your Sega Genesis. It's going to play a few arcade games, and it's going to play, of course, your 8-bit games as well. And so we're going to take a look at this, some Game Boy, and just kind of show this little unit off. It has some really nice packaging, and we'll do an overview of the packaging and unboxing. But I wanted to take a look at this today and show you guys another super cheap option that may be up your alley. But let's get to the unboxing. We'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so let's take a look at this little guy right here. First things first, I'm really impressed with this box. It is a nice looking box. It reminisces back to the 16-bit era. This does give me the vibes of, I don't know, Sega Genesis perhaps, but the 16-bit boxing here is really nice. It's packaged well. This is the 16-bit Pocket here. It does have a nice look. It can show you can support your Mega Drive or Genesis, your Super Famicom or Super Nintendo, your Famicom, your Game Boy Colored, and your arcade. It has a 4-inch screen. It does say it's IPS. It also has support for a TF card, so that is pretty neat as well. It is 16-bit, your TF card, plug and play. This is nice, dual power or battery. So it does come with a rechargeable battery, but you can use AAAs. And it does have built-in games here. Again, this is a pretty nice package. It comes in 3 colors, the black, the blue, and the white. We have the white one here today. And again, the 16-bit Pocket, dual power supply, 3 AAA batteries, or the lithium battery pack that's installed, USB charger. So let's get this box open and see what's on the inside. The box is very well packaged, so the seal is pretty tight here. But again, caring about the look of the package is somewhat important, so I really like that they did that. I have already opened this previously, and so let's take this guy out and show you guys what's in the package. Again, this is a $20 unit. It was in the bag, so we'll toss that. Here is the manual, the user manual. So the user manual is in English, and it looks like it's pretty well done. So I kind of appreciate that, especially how to get the battery off and the back cover, because I was a little confused about that at first, but actually kind of picked up on that really quickly. Your TV out, and so start to use. So it kind of gives you some pretty good instructions. Oh, what does Dead Fred say when we see these? So yes, $20. Remember, this is a $20 unit, only up to 16-bit for what it is. But yeah, that's going to be like that. You do have a USB micro to USB-A. Is that micro or is that C? Yeah, micro. And a little wrist strap here. So nice packaging. Got to give them props on that for trying and making it look nice. Again, $20 to $25. This thing is light. It is really, really light. So we'll take a little zoom in here so you can see it a little bit better. And these are sliders. Something about, I don't know if sliders are just so cheap. And why sliders on something that can do 16-bit? So this is a little odd right here. I don't know why putting the money into this. Is it an aesthetic thing? Really doesn't make a lot of sense. This D-pad is okay. I mean, I thought I was going to hate it, but it's actually not too bad. You do have your menu button here. You have a home button, a start button. Then you have your volume up and down, your 4 keys here in the style of PlayStation right here. And then on the top, you do have your mini HDMI out. I'm sorry, that's your USB-C. You do have your TF slot and your headphone jack. This is your HD TV out. On the back, there is a nice little back. It does pop open and it shows you to open from here. So you can see there, I'm probably upside down, but there's an opening spot. You just pry that open and you can get the back off. And from that point, you can then go in and change out the batteries if you're going to use AAA, or put in the included battery that came with it for that. The unit is really light, as expected. It doesn't feel very well made, but man, it's got a really, I don't know, a nice design about it. Something about this I like. I like the screen. You know, I just think it just looks pretty nice for a $25 unit. It has a slider on and off, so don't expect any fancy software. We'll boot it up and let you see that. And here's the menu, pretty simple. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Super Game Boy, Sega Master System, Famicom, CPS1, Super Famicom, and your Mega Drive. And so let's get into some gameplay and show you what this can do, and we'll be right back. And we're back, and how about some Metroid 2 on your Game Boy? So here is Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy. You can see it is a single speaker. It doesn't sound great. It's kind of tingy, but again, for a $20 to $25 unit, can't complain much. But let's go ahead and start the game here. And there is no ability to change shaders, anything like that. You pretty much get what you get here. But it plays good. No problems playing this. This D-pad is, you know, not the greatest. You can use this slider to play it. And so the screen's pretty good. I got to give the screen a little bit of props here. This 4-inch screen, you know, it's not the 4-inch 720 by 720 Powkiddy RGB 30, which is going to be much better, but also about 3 times the cost of this. So you can see that it is playing the game fine. And as far as, you know, Game Boy goes, I got to say no problems here with it emulating this. You do have a menu. So here's the menu. You can go in and you can actually save and load, but that's it. There's no changing your ratio from scale to full. You just get this. Gotta say, it's okay though, not bad. Again, you know, if you're gonna give someone a gift for 25 bucks, I think this would be a very decent gift for someone that just wanted to play some very basic 16-bit and 18-bit games. The buttons are surprisingly good. These buttons are good. There's no shoulder button, so again, this is just going to be basic, your basic 4 buttons here. But let's stop here and let's take a look at a different game. Let's pull up some Super Famicom, and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, Deadheads, how about some Super Mario World? Yes, this does have some decent game selection. There's not a lot of crossover, and so I also got to give them props for that. And it actually has Mario games, which is always a plus here. But let's try the true and tested Super Mario 3. Super Mario World. Okay, so far good. Yeah, it looks good. That is not bad at all. So, you know, again, this is a little bit surprising. Now, you don't have your shoulder buttons like you would on your Super Nintendo controller, but I don't think that's going to matter much in many of these games. But yeah, let's see. It looks like it's at a decent scale. Yeah, very playable. This looks good. Sounds good. This is, you know, I would consider this to be very, very playable. And again, for a, you know, 4, 5, 6-year-old that's just learning, are getting into games, this could be a good starting point. It's really flat though. The ergonomics of this isn't that great, so I don't think long gaming sessions would be, you know, really awesome on this thing. But yeah. And again, you can save and go back and go to your list here, and we can pull up one more. Let's try Super Metroid, just to show the Super Famicom. This is going to be the highest level game it's going to play, unless, I mean, Game Boy Color is probably still lower level than this. So, but yeah, loaded right up and not a problem here.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Don't know what the battery life is. I imagine if you use the HD TV out, it might look okay. Although I'm not sure for controller, if you have to use this for the controller. There is no USB ports really, so I don't know. I think that's pretty much you don't have to hold it there. But yeah, but it's playing the games fine. It's emulating the games fine. It definitely has a decent selection of games, and again, the asking price is pretty fair. Okay, Deadheads, we'll be back with some final thoughts. All right, Deadheads, so this is an interesting little unit. I'm going to end this video showing you some Game Boy Color, or maybe Super Game Boy, not sure which one this is, but this is the Super Mario Kingdom game, and you can see that it looks pretty good. And again, this has a decent selection of ROMs included with it. It is, you know, very fairly priced. It has a rechargeable battery, or you can use AAA batteries. The buttons on it are simple and okay. The sliders are sort of dumb. Super Mario Land, 6 golden coins, that's it. Are sort of dumb, but whatever. But again, I think this could be a nice little gift for someone that has never really played retro games or handheld pocket games. And I think that it's, you know, a halfway decent solution for an ultra budget handheld. So anyways, guys, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button and let us know how we're doing. We do these videos and we're building this community for all of us. So please help us spread the word. We're getting many views, but we need many more subscribers so we can grow and continue to build. And so I can give you guys first looks and reviews of items that you want to possibly purchase in the future. Anyways, Dead Fred out. See you next time.